everybody, welcome to my channel. Everything I say is alleged, my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Let's get into this review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I forgot the season and episode, but y'all know what it is. First thing I noticed is that Mel was noticeably absent in this episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. What is going on? Okay, the star of the show ain't on the show. And I'm going to tell you, the people that they did show, Stormy, Kimmy Maurice, Tisha Marceau, which they brought nothing because they was barely in the scene 2.2 seconds. They can't carry this show. This was a boring episode. But let's get started. So Stormy went her Aunt Lisa to talk to her mother, and her mother was like, her aunt was like, no. She said, I can't keep her from saying things. This is what Stormy was saying to the Aunt Lisa, but the Aunt Lisa was like, I can keep her from saying things about me and mine. She then walks off with her son Junior, who came outside. Stormy said, go hug her mama. Betty was like, how am I going to hug somebody who walking away? Child, ma'am, you go walk after her. Duh. So my thing is, you firing Junior started all this tension between the two sisters. It's just weird. So then we go to Dusty Martell, and I want to talk about Melody putting the children in therapy. Why can't you just talk about you being in therapy? What does Melody got to do with you being in therapy? He talks about the babysitter canceling on him, and he was ripping and running. He said he got mad at his mother and the babysitter because they did not do what he wanted them to do, basically. They talk about his father not being around. I said he's probably not there because you probably threw some ultimatums at his ass like you do everybody else, okay? He said his dad not being there is not an excuse. He said he does not use it as a cop-out. He said he don't blame his mom or dad for who he is now. Child. Well, what the hell wrong with you then? He said his mother said you are who you are because of the younger brother. Can I ask why she don't say that about you too? So you saying she only said because the younger brother went to jail? And child, I don't know. But let us know. He lets us know his younger brother is on the bad side, but a good dude. Okay. Let me ask you all, did Martell speak anything about himself and who his relationship with his mom and dad and brother affected him? This therapy session was for the show, because he didn't tell us nothing about him and how he's affected by these relationships that he had. Unless they deleted all that, they ain't show it. So then we got Maurice and Kimmy date night, which was a come down on Kimmy not being able to be a good stepmom to his son. Okay. So the instructor said something about washing the wine glasses, and Maurice gonna go, that's your department. Child, he be doing too much with Kimmy. So here come Tisha and Marceau talking about the building renovations is causing tension, and it's high between him and Tisha. Child, please. Tisha said, any interesting conversations going on? And Maurice blurts out that Kimmy doesn't feel comfortable disciplining Monster. Kimmy said that is not the case, and I just want to make my damn glass at this point. Kimmy complains about Maurice not backing her up. Maurice and Kimmy in the confessionals. Maurice feels like Kimmy earned the right to punish Monster without tiptoeing around Kiowa's feeling. And Kimmy says she tiptoes around his feelings. Child, this is a whole mess. This whole scene was just stupid. Tisha jumps in and says, I think you and Kiowa should be able to talk about Monster. Maurice feels like Kiowa moved on, but Kimmy has not. Really, Maurice? This whole scene was jacked up. This woman is fighting for her life, and you want to put all the responsibility on her to raise your son? And Tisha and Marceau ain't bring nothing to this scene as usual, okay? Martell meets with his brother after the session with Dominique, the therapist. He decided to see if he can fix him and his brother's relationship. And this is a load of crocky poo, okay? Again, another scene with Martell to talk about everybody but himself. His brother said that they were raised by themselves because the mother had to work and they was in them streets. Martell said that ROTC saved him from the streets, and if he didn't have that, he and his brother would have been partners, aka partners in crime. Martell then said him getting married helped him get focused. The brother clowns him about Mel making a diss track. Then they show Mel in the studio. I think it's uncool. You look like a fool. Martell gives him advice on his relationship. To the brother, let that go in one ear and out the other, because Martell is in no position to give relationship advice. Martell invites the brother to the Black Expo to try to give him motivation. and inspiration, I guess. Okay. Then they go back to Kimmy and Maurice meeting with Kiowa so they can all be on the same page. And again, I'm like, why is this even a scene? I'm just like, poor monster. Imagine being a high schooler having to be on camera because he is not doing chores. What? Not even talking about this scene because it's a deflection. Because Kimmy and Maurice don't have a storyline. Now, Kiowa wants to be more present. So is it going to be an ongoing thing between Kimmy and Kiowa? Like we saw this in the first seasons. I don't want to see this again. I don't want to see it. Kiowa saying Kimmy stole her man and she's a side. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Kiowa got a whole husband. If this gonna be the storyline, this is not gonna last because it's old, tired, and delayed. Okay. Then we have a car scene with Stormy and her husband. Scene with Stormy and Courtney. This scene was to blame her staff for her failing business. Like, are you not at your warehouse at all? If your floor manager is not on top of it at this point, at what point did you check in with your employees and do your due diligence? Do you not check your own records? Then they talk about the family feuding and Stormy crying because she wants a close family. Stormy said her and her mother get into it because she wants to talk to her Aunt Lisa. Child, this storyline does not seem genuine. Okay, maybe we need more backstory, but it's not given. It just don't make sense. You fire your cousin and it causes family drama? Like, this is so weird. Then we go back to Kimmy and Maurice. They're sitting there without Kiowa and Monster. I guess they went out to eat. Kimmy suggests family therapy with Maurice and Kiowa. Then we have Kiowa and Monster sitting down to eat. Monster said that he had people to talk to, but he talks to himself. Kiowa said she would come around more, and Monster said he wouldn't mind that. Now, is it me or did his face light up when his mom said she'll be around more? Maybe he's missing his mom. So Kimmy and Maurice, back to them. Maurice decides to take a dig at Kimmy because she doesn't want to be a part of the initial sessions so Monster can open up to his parents. Then Maurice blames Kimmy for still having or holding on to things from the past. And Kimmy already denies she ain't got nothing from the past. Maurice, you're a whole a-hole. You really putting her through this while she fighting for her life. You're weird as hell. And then the scene ends. Like, if these people don't come up with something else, these fake storylines that we've seen over and over again, like, this show is not gonna last. It's not gonna last at all. But that's all I got, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when my next video comes out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.